Turning 30? It's a milestone that sneaks up on you, often when you least expect it. It hit me like a ton of bricks. One moment I was carefree, living in the moment, and the next, I was staring at the big 3-0 with a mix of shock and disbelief. One minute I was downing cheap beer at a college bar, laughing with friends, and the next I was comparing 401k plans, trying to make sense of financial jargon that seemed like a foreign language. Talk about a reality check. It was as if life had suddenly shifted gears and I was left trying to catch up. But hey, it wasn't all bad. My 20s were a roller coaster of experiences, each one teaching me something new. My 20s? A whirlwind of late nights, questionable decisions, we've all been there, and just figuring things out. It was a time of exploration, of pushing boundaries and discovering who I was. It was like a constant game of trial and error, with a healthy dose of, what am I doing with my life? Sprinkled in. Every mistake was a lesson, every success, a small victory. But amidst the chaos, there was a certain charm. The freedom to make choices, to take risks, and to learn from them was exhilarating. The freedom to backpack across Europe on a whim, to immerse myself in new cultures, and to create memories that would last a lifetime. The excitement of landing my first real job, feeling like I was finally stepping into the adult world, and quickly realizing I had no idea what I was doing. It was a steep learning curve, but one that shaped me in ways I couldn't have imagined. Then came the big 3-0, a milestone that brought with it a wave of introspection and a re-evaluation of my priorities. Suddenly, stability sounded a lot more appealing than spontaneous adventures. The idea of having a plan, of building a future, started to take precedence over living in the moment. My priorities shifted from chasing the next party to chasing promotions. I found myself setting goals, working towards them, and finding satisfaction in the progress I was making. I started investing in personal growth, reading self-help books, attending workshops, and seeking out mentors who could guide me on this new path. Health and wellness became important too. I began to understand the value of a balanced lifestyle, incorporating exercise and mindfulness into my routine. Giving back to the community also became a priority. Volunteering and contributing to causes I cared about brought a new sense of fulfillment. Relationships took on a deeper meaning. Spending quality time with family and nurturing meaningful connections became central to my life. As I navigated this new phase, I realized that turning 30 wasn't an end, but a new beginning. It was an opportunity to redefine success on my own terms. Each milestone, each achievement was a testament to my growth and resilience. It was a journey of self-discovery, of finding balance between ambition and contentment. And as I look ahead, I do so with a sense of hope and excitement. The wild ride of my 20s has prepared me for the adventures that lie ahead in this new chapter of my life. From carefree to career-focused, it's been a journey of transformation. And while the road ahead may be uncertain, I'm ready to embrace it with open arms. After all, life is about growth, change, and the endless possibilities that come with each new day. Here's to the next chapter and all the wild rides it will bring. Let's be real, folks. Growing up is a journey, not just a number on a birthday cake. Aging is inevitable, unless you're Paul Rudd, apparently. We all get older, and that's a fact of life. But how we age, now that's something we have a bit more control over. But aging gracefully, that's a choice. It's about embracing the changes, both physical and emotional, and finding joy in the process. And let me tell you, choosing to embrace getting older is way more fun than fighting it. When you stop worrying about the number and start focusing on the experiences, life becomes a lot more enjoyable. One of the coolest things about entering my 30s was the newfound sense of self-awareness I developed. It's like a light bulb went off, and I started to understand myself better. Remember all those insecurities that plagued us in our 20s? The constant self-doubt, the fear of not fitting in, the anxiety about the future? Yeah, they didn't magically disappear overnight. But with time, I learned to manage them better. I realized that everyone has their own struggles, and it's okay to not have everything figured out. But I started to care less about what others thought and more about staying true to myself. It's liberating to let go of the need for external validation and focus on what truly makes you happy. Remember that awkward phase where you tried to be friends with everyone? Yeah, that's gone. As I got older, I realized that it's not about the number of friends you have, but the quality of those relationships. My 30s taught me the importance of quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. It's about surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, who understand you, and who are there for you through thick and thin. Another thing I've come to appreciate is the value of lifelong learning. growing up doesn't mean you stop learning. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's about continuously evolving, picking up new skills, and expanding your horizons. Traveling has been a huge part of my growth. Seeing new places, experiencing different cultures, and meeting new people have all contributed to my understanding of the world and my place in it. Even simple activities like cooking a new recipe or starting a garden can be incredibly fulfilling. It's about finding joy in the little things and appreciating the present moment. Taking care of my physical health has also become a priority. Regular exercise, eating well, and getting enough sleep are all crucial for feeling good and staying energized. And let's not forget about mental health. Journaling, meditating, and taking time for self-reflection have all been game changers for me. It's about finding balance and making sure you're taking care of your mind as well as your body. Lastly, I've learned to cherish the time spent with loved ones. Whether it's family, friends, or even pets, these relationships are what truly matter in the end. So, growing up isn't just about getting older, it's about growing wiser, more self-aware, and more appreciative of the life we have. It's a journey, and it's one worth embracing. Remember that awkward phase where you tried to be friends with everyone? Yeah, that's totally gone. My 30s taught me the importance of quality over quantity when it comes to relationships and friendships. I learned to let go of toxic friendships that were draining my energy and happiness. Instead, I focused on nurturing the relationships with people who genuinely lifted me up and brought out the best in me. And guess what? My social life actually improved significantly. Who knew that hanging out with people you actually like could be so much fun and fulfilling? Section 4. Trading shots for sleep. My evolving relationship with my body. Remember those all-nighters fueled by energy drinks and questionable decisions? Yeah, my body started to protest those around year 28. Suddenly, a good night's sleep became way more appealing than a night out at the club. Who knew that waking up without feeling like death warmed over could be so great? Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the occasional indulgence, because, let's be real, pizza. But I also started prioritizing my physical health more. Regular exercise became less about fitting into skinny jeans and more about feeling good. Section 5. Work-life what? Juggling responsibilities and sanity. Ah, the elusive work-life balance. It's something we all strive for, but it can feel impossible to achieve sometimes. In my 20s, work often took center stage. I was all about climbing the corporate ladder and proving myself, but as I entered my 30s, my priorities began to shift. I started to crave more balance in my life, more time for myself, my loved ones, and my passions. It wasn't always easy. There were times when I felt completely overwhelmed, like I was juggling a million things at once, but I learned to set boundaries, delegate tasks, and prioritize self-care. Section 6. Career evolution. Climbing the ladder and finding my niche. Remember that job you took right out of college thinking it was your dream career? Yeah, me neither. It's funny how our expectations and reality often don't align. We step into the professional world with high hopes, only to find ourselves questioning our choices. Turns out it takes some trial and error and maybe a few existential crises to figure out what you truly want to do with your life. Those moments of doubt and confusion are actually stepping stones guiding us towards our true calling. In my 20s, I jumped from job to job, eager to gain experience and climb the corporate ladder as quickly as possible. Each new position was a learning opportunity, a chance to discover what I liked and disliked about different roles and industries. But it wasn't until my 30s that I started to think about what truly mattered to me in a career. I began to reflect on my values, my passions, and what I wanted my professional life to look like in the long run. I craved work that was both challenging and fulfilling, something that aligned with my values and interests. I wanted to wake up each day feeling excited about the work I was doing, knowing that it made a difference. It wasn't just about the paycheck anymore, although, let's be real, that's still important. Financial stability is crucial, but so is finding joy and purpose in your work. I realized that true career satisfaction comes from a balance of both. I started investing in my personal and professional development. I attended workshops, read books, and sought out mentors who could guide me on my journey. Networking became a key part of my strategy as I connected with like-minded professionals who shared my vision and values. Collaboration and innovation became my driving forces. I found that working with a team of passionate individuals not only enhanced my skills, but also brought a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. Together, We tackled challenges and celebrated successes, making the journey all the more rewarding. Recognition and achievements followed, but they were no longer the sole indicators of my success. Instead, I measured my progress by the impact I was making and the fulfillment I felt in my day-to-day work. Each milestone was a testament to my growth and the alignment of my career with my true self. As I continued to evolve in my career, I found joy in mentoring others and sharing my experiences. Helping others navigate their own career paths became a source of inspiration and motivation for me. It was a reminder that our journeys are interconnected, and we all have the power to make a positive impact. Looking back, I realized that every step, every job, and every challenge was a crucial part of my career evolution. It wasn't always easy, but it was worth it. Finding my niche took time, patience, and a willingness to embrace change. And now, I can confidently say that I'm exactly where I need to be. So if you're still searching for your place in the professional world, remember that it's a journey. Embrace the twists and turns, learn from each experience, and trust that you'll find your way. Your career evolution is a unique story, and every chapter brings you closer to discovering your true potential. Section 7. Passion projects and midlife crisis hobbies. Remember when you were a kid and you'd get excited about the most random things? Like collecting bottle caps or building forts out of blankets? Yeah, that doesn't go away. You just trade in the bottle caps for more adult hobbies. For me, it was photography. Something about capturing the beauty in everyday moments just lit me up. It became my creative outlet, a way to de-stress and connect with the world around me. The point is, embracing your passions, no matter how silly they may seem, is what keeps life interesting. Who knows, you might even discover a hidden talent or two along the way.